The world knows you as the zodiac's business person or designated responsible one, but who are you really, Capricorn? You're more than just the workaholic people make you out to be. Whether you're climbing the corporate ladder or running your own startup, you do it because you want to be at the forefront of your industry and your own ability. That's because, along with Aries, Cancer, and Libra, you're one of the bold cardinal signs who aren't afraid to go first. You're also an earth sign, like Taurus and Virgo, which means you're naturally focused on the material world, and that's not a bad thing. With Sirius Saturn as your ruling planet, reality doesn't scare you. In fact, you love living in this world and are always working to make it better, and that's something to aspire to. Capricorn season lasts from December 22nd to January 19th, so expect to accomplish even more than usual in your career, relationships, and spiritual journey that month. Capricorn and personality. By far, pragmatism is one of your best qualities. You're able to remove your emotions from the equation and look at just the facts, which isn't easy for most of us to do. People appreciate your objective and non-judgmental outlook, which is why it seems like everyone wants to ask you for the advice. Having Sirius Saturn as your ruling planet makes you a natural authority figure, and people inherently feel comfortable looking to you as a guide. It's not always the easiest role to play, but we're glad someone's willing to do it and do it well. If there was to be a problem here, it would be focusing so much on work that you miss out on real intimacy in your close relationships. It can be tough for a Capricorn to turn it off, which can lead to overwork and blurry boundaries between your professional and personal lives. Only you know what the right balance is. Capricorn and career. It's no secret that Capricorns are the zodiac's CEOs. Your unrelenting drive to climb the career ladder boosts you into high-profile positions, especially in management and finance. You're the zodiac sign most likely to succeed in traditional fields like banking and government, but your work ethic pays off in pretty much any field. Your insatiable desire for the best deal or the most efficient approach means you also have an entrepreneurial streak. You're excellent with money, so if anyone can run their own business, it's you. Without you, Capricorn, the world would probably stop running. You're the zodiac's taskmaster, making sure the rest of us stay focused enough to accomplish the things we set out to do. You're a natural supervisor and excel in leadership roles. You tend to think in terms of rules, which doesn't always jive with the more flexible members of your team. For best results, brainstorm with them about the most productive ways to get things done. Capricorn and wellness. Your approach to health is all about efficiency. If your body doesn't work, neither do you, and that just isn't acceptable. You keep a regular gym routine and a healthy diet because you know it's a vital part of the machine that keeps the work you love so much on track. Pro tip: your ruling planet, Saturn, is associated with bones, so make sure you're supporting your bone and joint health with vitamins and proper exercise. Bone broth soup is another great option. Your sign is naturally skeptical of the supernatural, but over time, if something works, you can't deny it. As long as you understand the reasoning behind it, you're willing to open up to just about anything. Your sign is also associated with time, so experiment with timing your life by the stars. The methodical nature of astrology definitely appeals to your sensibilities. You might be surprised just how much your productivity soars. Capricorn and relationships. Not everyone understands your complete and total devotion to your career, so finding a mate who will encourage your professional achievements is a must. You'll have good luck with fellow earth signs Virgo and Taurus, both of which have a practical approach to relationships. Still, you make your best matches with water signs, like Scorpio and Pisces, who nourish you on a spiritual level, though Cancer might find your approach a bit too direct. Your connection with the fire signs is spicy, but after an argument or two, you may be too incensed to stick it out. When it comes to the air signs, you admire their minds, but can't seem to sync up on a physical level. There's no denying that you tend to take the lead in relationships, both business and pleasure. Despite your professional exterior, you're surprisingly uninhibited, and just as hardworking in the bedroom, a quality your lovers certainly appreciate. Your belief that anything worth doing is worth doing well is a mantra that you apply to romance, friendship, and work too. You're incredibly committed to the people in your inner circle and expect them to support you just as much. If it's not reciprocal, you won't stick around long. Capricorn and friendships. While you're usually characterized as the responsible one, you have a wild side. You play as hard as you work and appreciate a few sensual delights to take your mind off things every now and then. We'll let you decide what those might be. Luckily, Saturn as your ruling planet means you know when to stop, so you never let things get too out of control. In social settings, this means you often end up as the chaperone. Know that just because you're able to take care of others doesn't mean you're obligated to do so. When it comes to interacting with others, you're extroverted by necessity and introverted by choice. You recognize the importance of building strong relationships with others, especially professional alliances, but you aren't into socializing just to do it. There has to be a good reason. If you had it your way, you'd spend your off time alone, treating yourself to some hard-earned self-care. It's good to cater to your own needs, but the people you love want to relax with you too. Capricorn and parenting. Capricorn parents don't shy away from discipline and ensure their kids help with household chores from an early age, for a fair allowance, of course. The plus side here is that their children are much more prepared to live in the real world than others in their cohort, but the drawback is that both child and parent can forget to just enjoy one another's company. Quality time together without assignments is a must. With Saturn as your ruling planet, you also naturally take on the role of authoritarian, reviewing report cards and dealing with bad behavior. You're able to meet growing pains with patience and wisdom, helping your little ones understand how to improve. Even if they don't understand at the moment, they'll be glad to have your voice of reason in their lives.